this is the pathway of Kunihiro Kasai. We're doing the main story part 2. And let's just get right into it. Alright? Ahem. Excuse me. I'm trying to vacuum right here. By all means, vacuum away. Kunihiro lifts his feet up and spirals out on the couch, looking like a lump of coal. He showed an equal lack of concern as he read the newspaper while I vacuumed the rest of the room. You know, I think he should be vacuuming. Why am I vacuuming? The man is like a lazy sitcom dad. That's even worse. They're buying up carbon credits. He's reading the business section of foreign newspapers. What a nerd. We've been living together in this marriage of convenience for approximately 2 months. 2 months! And he's acting like this? Oh my god. I'm gonna slap the living crap out of him. So far, this is what he's always like on weekend mornings. Do you think you could at least pick up the towels? No need. The cleaner's coming on Monday. It doesn't feel good to get some cleaning done yourself? Boy, you gotta clean. I'll take that as a no then. I suppose that's why he can live in a room that looks like a disaster zone. He's made it clear that this is simply the way he is. So, I give up. I'll stick to cleaning only my own space. Technically, it's not your own space, it's still his space. You're just... Okay, MC. Doing laundry for one is a cinch, so I might as well be happy about it. I mean, I do love cleaning. I like... Well, I guess you could say I like doing dishes. I think that's my favorite chore that I like to do around the house. And dusting. I love dusting. But I will literally sneeze uncontrollably. It's been ages since I've hit the town, so I do a search to see if there is any new shops to check out. Ooh, these models aren't usually available in Japan. Wait, I've seen this perfumery. Ooh, they've opened a Japan shop? What are you muttering to yourself about? I explained that a perfumery I like has opened a pop-up shop in Tokyo. The news piques Kunihiro's interest. Interesting. You're going there today? Mind if I join you? Are you gonna use me to get your side beat? You know, oh my gosh. I still remember that he still has his side people. I'm really trying so hard not to swear at this man. He loves sweeping and mopping. Nothing relaxes me like a nice lemon fresh. Oh my god. I love lemons. I love the smell of lemons. Not at all. But I think you might be the only guy there. Ooh. All the more reason to go. Might inspire an idea for work. Or you're gonna cheat on me. Oh my god. I forgot that he's like this. In an instant, Kunihiro has gone from lazy bones to work mode. I quickly get ready myself, and we go out into the city together. We're gonna act like a loving couple, Kunihiro. Or else I'm about to to slap him. Does Hero like bad boys? I mean, I'm not gonna confirm or deny. Spicy. Anyways, crowded neighborhood. There are a lot of shops around here. You don't come to this part of the city too often. Not in my off time. Now that I'm thinking about it, this is the first time he and I have left the apartment together on the weekend. I've generally spent my weekends doing chores and errands, collecting things from my old apartment and pursuing my hobbies. Kunihiro veggies out, does some work, and veggies out again. The two of us, always separate. Is this what it's like for newlyweds, going out together like this? It might be easier to go out solo if you don't have any interests in common though. You know, that is facts. Facts. You know, chat, this is Riz FX Riz advice. Go on solo dates. Do it. Just do it. You need to be comfortable with being alone in order for you to actually go on dates. Take it from someone who has been on over, I forgot how many dates of Tinder dates. Anyways, careful now. He suddenly reaches, oh yes, he reaches for my arm. I thought he reaches for something else. He suddenly reaches for my arm and I startled. Yes, solo dates build confidence, Spicy. Good job. A couple pushing a stroller come up from behind us and nearly bump into me. Sorry about that. It's all good. Once the young family passes, Kunihiro continues to protect me from the crowd as we walk. Want to hold hands so we don't get separated. Oh, I love that. That's a business-like way to put it. Leash would do the same thing. Okay, MC, what? No, bad MC. You have to admit, the goal's the same. I don't think it is. Not for newlyweds. Huh? What's the goal then? It's to experience love, to feel another person's warmth, to tie each other down. I'm gonna say the safe option, and to experience love. Yes, it's to experience love. Say that again while looking me in the eye. Oh my god. Not oh, not the eye contact. He's look at his eye contact, chat. I said it. You know what? No. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't mess with me. That's right, MC. If it was going to make you blush, you could have kept it to yourself. But I don't want to keep things to myself. Then it doesn't make the story interesting. As we keep on walking, I suddenly struck by where we are. Hey, I know where we are. You do? I'm sure there's street signs somewhere. Is the shop around here? No, not that. It was right here. It was right here that my whole life changed. What are you talking about? You must know about it. It was that Festival of Light that Miyoshi worked on. That was here. Seeing that is what made me want to work for Miyoshi. I made up my mind then and there. Oh. The Festival of Light. I came across the file for the project when I was in the archives the other night. Looking around me now brings me right back to that moment in time. I was walking around the city, crying after my professor tore into me for the assignment I turned in. And then, oh, oh my gosh, look! There are lights everywhere. It's really pretty. You know where lights are? On the road. Mm-hmm. Well, wouldn't you look at that? What is this? Daddy, take a picture. All right, stand there with your mom. Smile now. All these people, they look so happy. Wait, there's one person who doesn't. Is he crying? He's backlit, and so I can't make his face out clearly. Maybe I'm wrong. But the man's shoulders are quivering. Hey, are you alright? He told me that they were happy tears and turned away from me. Oh. My feeling at the time was that it's someone who worked on the job, and he was there to meet with the press. Something like that. But the display drew a crowd, obscuring my view of that man and what he was doing there. Oh. Everyone there was smiling and excited by what they were seeing. Before I knew it, my tears had dried up too. Oh. Imagine it was Kunihiro. Oh my god. I was a college junior and starting to think seriously about where I'd be looking for a job. In that moment, it all clicked for me. I knew I wanted to create environments like this. It was a Miyoshi's job, right? Were you at Miyoshi then, or... What do you think that crowd's about? Crowd? Wow, he changed topic right then and there. You know what? Fine. You know what? Be like that then. Be like that. Kunihiro points. Women have converged on this one building in droves. That's where we're going. It's the perfumery. Perfumery. Spicy. Perhaps you can find a woman. you can find the girl of your dreams at the perfumery. I take it that's the perfume designer creating perfumes. Oh wow, yeah. She's doing a demonstration. She's been doing them unannounced. We came at the right time. You seem pretty excited. I am. I love watching people make things, don't you? I do. I personally do. I don't make things so much as I do design and planning. Be it on paper or the computer. You got 3 new colognes. What are they, Spicy? But her, she's making something real. With her own hands. He likes watching factory workers? You mean you like watching factory workers, honey? Are you trying to stare at someone? Yes. What? Actually, bringing something into the world out of nothing. And we're witnessing it. It gives me goosebumps. No, you don't feel any of that? What is this accusation? I'm joking, honey. I, I can't do this. Kunihiro? He says he can't do this, whatever that means, and yet he's watching with fascination. We're both captivated and silent. Like, we could watch this designer work her magic forever. If this were a date, I'd say it's tremendously lacking in sexual tension. Okay. Green Irish tweed, silver mountain water, and royal followed by creed. Oh my god, you just love the creed line. Spicy. It's crazy. I think there's only one thing that I really like from the creed line. And I forgot what color the the container was. But whatevers. I'm having fun. Besides, this is no date. Or is it? Chat, do you think this is a date? Is, you know, me and Kunihiro watching perfume designer a date? Yes, we're just two individuals observing an object of interest. You say it is, honey? This is a date to you? What? You're an odd man. But I love the odd man. I suddenly explained this to myself, but it's unclear of whose benefit. It's up to the people in the date. It's not a date though. It's just MC literally qualified. Well, that was fun. I guess it is a date because he said it was fun. We stayed there for the whole demonstration. What is it? You're staring at my stomach, weirdo. Just wondering what time it is. Why are you staring at my stomach? Excuse me? You're calling me fat? It's literally the mindset of a woman, chat. I just gave you a glimpse. If you guys are still single and ready to mingle, just note that women are very emotional creatures. W mindset. Oh, and did my stomach have something to say about that? You're not hungry? Of course I'm hungry. Actually, I'm not hungry. You know, let's just keep walking, you know? Thought you would be. We should grab a bite somewhere. Let's do it. Oh, you know, there's a shop around here that sells cannellis and cream. What is that? Cannellis? Oh my god. I hate English. What is that? Hold on. What? Oh my god. Streamer cannot English. What is that? Oh my god, it's a French pastry. It's literally... How do you pronounce it? Hold on. Where's my YouTube? YouTube, please pronounce for me. Pronounce. Don't give me Pokemon TCG Pocket ad. I need to know how to pronounce it.
Extreme food names from France, so stay tuned. Cannelé. Cannelé is how it's...
Cannelé. Cannelé. Yes, cannolis and cream. Okay. As we walk, I spot a shop that's part of the Fontaine family. Do you mind stopping here? It might help with the Fontaine job. Not at all. Neither of us has plans today, so we have nothing but time. The two of us wandered into the shop. Kinda or hella pricey. Google says that ranges from 18 and up. That's crazy. Crazy. Maybe I should like dedicate like a video of me trying to make those. It looks good. It really does. Anyways, this sensibility here is different from the main line. That's right. This store specializes in the more luxurious lines. I might use this atmosphere as a jumping off point for the next event. I like the gravity of it. Oh yeah, the client and the team were impressed with the adjustments he made. Well, I couldn't have done it without the people working the show. They did a magnificent job. Hello, welcome. We're looking around the shop as we talk when a shop assistant approaches us. Please let me know if I can show you anything. Oh, thank you, but could I see this, please? Of course. Let me get that for you. Kunihiro has asked to see a diamond ring. I do like diamonds and pearls and everything in between. He completely ignores the confused look on my face as he takes the ring from its little box. Your left hand? What are you doing? It's weird if we're only paying attention to the store's layout. He whispers to me so the shop assistant doesn't hear. It's important that we experience things from the perspective of a customer. You know, Spicy, I think we're well off. I mean, after all, he is the boss. It's true that for how much I've looked at these things at work, I never did put one on my finger. I need this for my immersion. There. I hold my hand out to him before I know what I'm doing. And in a fluid gesture, Kunihiro slides the ring onto my ring finger. Ah! Can I just be proposed to now? It's the perfect size. It really suits you. Shut up, shop assistant. Oh my god. I bet it's like worth millions, if not billions of dollars. Don't try to sell it to us. Okay, it is stunning. I shift the angle of my hand ever so slightly, and it catches the light differently to breathtaking effect. It matches my eyes, I bet. For sure, for sure. I'm taken by the almost magical beauty of it, and Kunihiro slowly parts his lips to say, should we get it? He can't be serious. Let's see. Yeah, are you serious? To be continued? What the? This game gives me... Hey, look! We're tipping the line! Yay! Good. I want the infatuated ending. Keep it that way. Did we actually get the ring? Did we get the ring? It is getting late. Should we head back? Yeah. Oh, he got us the ring, chat. You sound tired. Are you wiped out from all that walking? Kunihiro pushes his hair back, and the platinum ring on his finger catches the light. Meanwhile, on my left ring finger sits a diamond ring. Oh, that's so cute. But you know, how did this happen? Let's rewind an hour. Yeah, let's take it back. Let's take it back. You know, we were just here, and he just asked me if we should get it. Kunihiro, no, we shouldn't get it. We merely wandered into this jewelry shop, and now Kunihiro is getting ready to buy a diamond ring. The shop assistant is surprised too, naturally. You don't want to see any of our outer rings before making a decision? No, this is the one for her. We actually just received it. It's a brand new style. The one on display is the only one we have on hand. I won't have a new one to give you for another 2 weeks. Then we'll take the display model. I'd like to take it home with us today. No, no, no. This costs way too much to waltz in here and say we'll take it. You know, funny enough, me and Zach has done the exact same thing. Well, I think that's another story to tell. Tell later. But it's too funny to go unnoticed, and I'm currently wearing it right now. Anyways. It is clearly the right size. No adjustments necessary. We wouldn't be able to engrave it either, however. Not a problem. We don't need it engraved. Like I said, we'll take it. Alright. If you're certain... Hang on. At last I find my voice. Kunihiro, I can't accept this. You don't like it? Were you interested in something with more carrots? Oh god. Definitely not. No. Oh my god, I feel like I'm being gaslit right now. You still don't feel for me for what I feel for you? What do you mean? Kunihiro lets out an exaggerated, performative sigh. We are a bunny and I love them carrots. Thanks. What's the way to your heart? What is your heart's desire? Whisper, whisper. That girl doesn't know a good man when he's standing right in front of her. I don't know how she bagged him in the first place. She must think an awful lot of herself. It's horribly easy to tell what they're thinking. Perhaps it's is that the wrong spelling? Honey,
What's up?
what's this? Is that the right spelling? I swear there's like masochist,
Masochist?
masochistic, I've never seen it like that.
Sorry, my stream's behind. I have to come over
It's
here.
okay.
I don't know.
I guess it is. I guess it is. It just looks weird to
Even
me.
if it's right, I disagree that it's right.
Yeah, it does look right. I mean, to ascribe what's unspoken, but their critical eyes seem all too vocal. These shop clerks need to mind their own business. I tell you what. You know what, Spicy? I agree. I'd like one for myself too. So we match. Do you have any recommendation? Wow. I need a man like that. You know what, chat? I already have a man like that. He likes to match with me. Certainly. I would absolutely recommend this platinum band for you. I am bedoofed. Bedoofed? Befuddled? is that practically having an out-of-body experience as Kunihiro and the shop staff plow on. And here I am in this mutant space, but it's like somewhere else entirely. Yeah, I exactly. I feel you, MC. I feel you. I've never worn a ring before. Kind of hard to get used to. Kunihiro gazes curiously at the ring on his left hand. Can you wear it when you shower and sleep? What a nonchalant thing to say right now. You're too whimsical if you ask me. Whimsical? I get that this makes us look married, but you sprung this on me because you knew that if we bought them in a normal way, I would have said I didn't want to. Yes. You're right. Ah, I see. You say that like you're an impartial observer rather than the person who did this. I feel duped. Hey, don't soak. You're right. That partly this is to show the world that we're married. Ho ho, she said yes. Yep, I said yes. But also, I thought it suited you. Plain and simple. Devotion, hello. Love Preet, hello. Is that true? The sweet smile seems earnest. Plus, putting this ring on had undoubtedly made me more conscious of my marriage. Funny how a formality affects what's in a person's heart. You know what's also a formality? A marriage certificate. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Where is my water? Water. Thank you, Devotion. How are you doing? It's been a while. I have hydrated. Thank you. Thank you for keeping me hydrated, chat. This is not really much of a speed run. It's more like going through the entire part 2. And last part took me almost 5 hours of stream for the prologue and part 1. And this is just part 2. So hopefully I get less than that. That is my goal, to get less than that. But I'm doing all these side conversations as well as conversating with you all, so I doubt that I will beat it. My heart even raced when he put the finger on my ring. What? My heart even raced when he put the ring on my finger. Not only then, and my heart is still racing. Anyone who saw us in passing would think we were really husband and wife. Well, okay, technically, we did file the paperwork, and so we are married. Oh, where are you going? He catches hold of my arm. My hand, arm. Oh my god, I'm just like replacing things that I totally want to happen to me, but I have to read it how it says on the damn thing. He catches hold of my arm, and I startled. Kunihiro protectively pulls me closer, away from the flow of pedestrians. Actually, he's supposed to be on my left side, but okay. Well, let's more. I don't know how they're walking. Anyways, you really want to get away from me, don't you? You give yourself too much credit. Let's cross. He takes my hand like it's the most natural thing in the world and leads the way. That's a man right there. Is this like the ring? An extension of the husband and wife act? Maybe it's just his way with women. He certainly had enough practice. Rini! Hello. How are you? I can't read what Kunihiro is playing at, nor can I bring myself to grip his hand in return. Then, a woman passes us on the street, says, Kunihiro? Is that you? Oh, it's you. Damn, she's gorgeous. Some people just ooze sex. Okay. Everyone in the vicinity turns their head. This gal, who looks like a born model, touches Kunihiro's arm without an ounce of hesitation regarding my presence. Excuse me, that's my husband! I don't know if I ever seen you in the daylight before. You don't think so? We had lunch that one time. I'm pretty sure that wasn't me. And that had to be a girl B or girl C. Does that make her girl A? From what she's saying, it seems safe to say that she's one of Kunihiro's stable of lovers. Oh. Oh no. Please tell me this won't end in a confrontation. Is this girl D? No, she? Oh boy. Would you look at that ring finger? The girl certainly spots the ring on my finger, and it's like something clicks for her. You must be the wife he told me about. Be honest, is marriage just as hard as when it's a sham? Sham? She knows about our relationship. Even if he didn't tell me, Kunihiro isn't the marrying kind. I know that. There are all kinds of men in this world, and he just wanted the status that comes with being married. We agreed that conversation is off limits. I know. Hey man, all I want from you are the fun times. That wouldn't be so suitable if you got married. And I have no intention of saying goodbye to this. Which is why I love this arrangement. We can go out and your wife is cool with it. Gotta love an open marriage. Oh my god, my heart is like wrenched right now. Could I just send all the girls out on a goose chase by like a hitman or something? JK. You upgraded a gaming laptop with a Switch. Had it for about 3 months or so. Terabyte of storage. 32 gigabytes of RAM. NVIDIA 4060. And you can't get off it? Of course. That's sick. I'm glad that you're able to upgrade. Anyways. Screw this open marriage. Did I say I was cool with it? Yeah, I did not say in either the prologue or part 1. What? It was cheap? 1,054. Oh my god. That is really cheap. Redacted. That's wow. Okay, yes. Kunihiro's did say plainly, you can have lovers. I do. I didn't argue with him. It seemed like it had nothing to do with me. And it didn't at that time. No, wait. It's no different now. We should get coffee. When does this ever happen? I don't see how the rarity of meeting like this is relevant. I registered on my marriage and I live with the guy. and I'm wearing the ring. I want to have a talk with her. We can trade Kunihiro intel. Please, for the love of God, stop. Yet, I'm not like this girl. I'm not his lover. I'm a mere decoration, a wife in name only. I'm aware. I mean, that was the plan all along. We have to go. Kunihiro easily slips away from her hand and stands close to me. We have our arrangement, but people might see us. Right, of course. And this is your time with your wife. I'll borrow her another time. The girl who wore a charming smiling this whole time leaves us. An unforced smile, free from timidity. I feel the truth of that with total clarity. Well, that got weird. We should up our marriage act so no one would think to approach us. Kunihiro, not looking guilty at all, holds his hand out to me. Without thinking, what? I really hope I'm not... I don't know, chat. What are the options? Oh... Brush his hand away, ball my hands into fists. Don't react. It's just, you know, this game is never like, it's never ending of like reminding me that he has other lovers as well. But I'll just brush his hand away. Oh, stop it. I brush his hand away. It's an automatic reaction. Kunihiro looks stunned for a brief moment, and he quickly retracts his hand. Well, I'm not going to make you. For whatever reason, I just don't want to hold his hand right now. I know logically that I don't have the right to feel this way, but that doesn't seem to stop me. Situationships. It's not as though I dislike Kunihiro. To the contrary, I want to go home. Yeah, let's go home. We should have taken the other side of the road after all. The city is bathed in a soft orange-pink light. I walk with him, but not beside him, keeping just enough distance to feel separated. The rings that seemed to be glittering to me minutes earlier have lost their luster. Oh, MC. Oh, we're in the office. The next day, I'm walking down the hall on my way to pick up a file when I run into the senior managing director. Thank you so much for the thoughtful gift. Not at all. It's my pleasure. You're very mature for someone so kind. Kunihiro chose well. Well, you flatter me, sir. I answer tactfully as Kunihiro's wife, yet my heart sinks. It wasn't like this before. It's meeting that woman yesterday that changed things. The executive is in good spirits, oblivious to my own. And since he's doing so well in his personal and professional life, his reputation is soaring. So long as there aren't any surprises, he'll get that promotion at the next board meeting. And the shareholders will vote him in. Thank you. That's a wonderful news. Wow. Has it already been nearly 3 months? That means our agreement is coming to an end. I part ways with the senior managing director, but the congratulatory remarks continues. Lauren, your ring is to die for. You look so happy. Thank you. My time is my own, and I get to live my life on my terms. I attain financial security, and I can do whatever I want, and I have a respectable position in society. My husband is undeniably a catch, and we live in a high-rise apartment, and he has bought me the sweetest diamond ring. The irony of it all, Girl A seemed happier with her life than I am. And she's more a part of Kunihiro's life than I am. The knowledge strikes me like a slap in the face. Before, when I heard that Kunihiro had multiple women in his life, I genuinely didn't give a damn. Is this what it looks like? Am I jealous? That typical emotion? I don't know who I'm directing the question towards, but I feel like whoever I ask would tell me, yes, dear. And if I'm jealous, does that mean I really do have feelings for Kunihiro? Oof. Ooh. Ooh. That's crazy. All right. Oh, we tipped it. Yippee! Episode 3. Is this the cafe? Oh yeah, this is the lunchroom. Oh, thank God, I can finally take lunch. My mornings has been crazy busy, and I go on my lunch break on the late side. I order a filling lunch from the cafeteria in the building. That hits the spot. Can I help you? E.G. holding his tray, looks down at me. You're really into that miso soup. I was really hungry, so you by yourself too? Too? Like me? All of that food is for you? On his tray is a heaping bowl of rice, miso soup, plus 7 plus 7 more small dishes. Oh God. I was sure it was feeding too. How will all that fit into someone so thin? I actually want to see him eat all of that. I mean, having multiple small dishes, like, it does make you full. I think it, taking time just to slowly eat your food, it's more fulfilling than eating it fast. Would you like to join me? Alright. AJ sits at my table. Thanks. That's good. That's a huge bite he's taking. But aside from that, he's a graceful eater. I'd love to see him eat a huge plate of curry, or ramen, for that matter. What are you staring at? Right, sorry. I watch a lot of eating contests on my YouTube. and watching people eat copious quantities of food is kind of my thing. I used to be pretty obsessed with that, and then I switched to true crime, and that is my copious quantities of true crime and trauma. I was surprised, I didn't think you were Hiro's type, but you're really married? His eyes fall to my ring finger. Did you think it was a lie? Yeah, I did. I thought Hiro was the type who doesn't believe in love. Oh yeah. Iji and Kunihiro are childhood friends. He must have a lot of insight into who Kunihiro is. Can I ask you a question? Nope. You don't know what I was going to ask. I do know, even without you asking. I'll give you 1 bacon-wrapped asparagus. Yes. Please answer my question for 1 bacon-wrapped asparagus. Kunihiro doesn't talk much about himself. So, well, how do I put it? Here. I'll ask you a question. Have you met Hiro's parents? Ooh. Did I? I can't recall if I did. And even if I did, like, is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Yeah, no, I don't think so. You're married and you haven't met them? That's weird, huh? Not so weird. It must seem incredibly strange that I haven't met my husband's parents. And yet Iji appears to be totally satisfied by this answer. Hiro doesn't want to expose you to his parents. They never got along. That was hinted at. He must have been lonely. Oh, I don't know. He doesn't seem to care. But I know now that when he seemed fine living with those parents of his, there was evidence that he wasn't fine at all. Hiro doesn't trust in the idea of family. He doesn't trust people. Girlfriends are for momentarily pleasures, and marriage is for obtaining social stature. It's either good or bad, and that's just his worldview. And that's why he has zero resistance to the idea of a marriage of convenience. He has several girlfriends and no attachment to any of them. Well, he has you now, and that's a good thing. Now about that bacon wrapped asparagus. Wow, where'd it go? I'm sorry, I ate them all. I wasn't paying attention. I like you. You still don't seem like Hiro's kind of girl to me. And that's probably why he chose me to enter into a loveless marriage. He has these relationships that lack any emotional component equally. And he feels no computation about ending them. I'm surprised the revelation doesn't bother me at all. Or does it? Actually, to the contrary, you seem fine, which is evidence that he isn't fine at all. Could it be the same for him now? My heart aches at the thought of Kunihiro's loneliness and the things he's given up. Usually, I get a second helping of rice when I come to this cafeteria, but not today. I am quite overwhelmed. Very, very overwhelmed. Alright, that afternoon. So, you're saying that they just figured that out? I do apologize. A low-level manager from the business development presses his palms together in apology. He came to tell me that the contractor on my project has overextended their commitments and he wants me to let them go. This TV station is holding an event and there was a conflict and the job fell into our lap. We have a very narrow window to build this thing, and that contractor is the only one that can do it. Okay, but I put in my order first. I totally get that, but the TV station is the bigger client, you know? I do see that the TV station's account is of a bigger budget and scale than the children's store that I've been working on. The farm would benefit more from the TV station job, obviously, and it seems wrong to push this through, though, at my client's expense. It's so unprofessional. I have no intention of playing the impractical idealists, and I know that sometimes a person has to make concessions. Still, there's a reason I can't just back down on this one. That children's store is putting together a huge campaign, and that'll presumably entail television commercials. And from the TV station's perspective, that makes them a sponsor, no? Come on. Well, there's more than one TV station. Yes, there is quite a load of TV stations out there. The odds are very good that my client would be a sponsor. And the neighborhood kids are surely looking forward to it. If the grand opening is late for a reason like this, they'll lose trust in us. I'll make a list of contractors that might be available for the job, and I can help you contact them. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. Like I said, I do apologize. I'm pissed off, but I can't snap at him. Stay calm, girl. Stay calm. Remember those affirmations. Focus on what I can do. Look for a replacement contractor. Reschedule other tasks so that I can do that. I was scheduled to meet with Kunihiro to update him on the font Annie's work. But I call his office to move the meeting to a different day. Hi, this is Lauren Reynolds in production. I have a meeting with Kunihiro this afternoon. Oh? You can't. Too last minute? Of course, I understand. No, that's alright. I'll be in touch if something else comes up in the future. I hang up and cross the company off my lists. I've been hitting up contractors one by one, but none of them can take on the job. They don't have enough people, there's not enough time, and so on. And I can't blame them. It's a huge undertaking, and it's getting to be time to break the news to the client. What will I say? I'm feeling hopeless when Kuranosuke walks into the room, returning from an outside meeting with a client. Lauren, what's happening with the contractor? Nothing has changed since you sent that email. I still haven't found a replacement. That jerk in business development. He approached you while I was out on purpose. I'll go talk to him now. Sheesh. No, wait. I still have a few places to try. I am so sorry, Lauren. Shu races in, out of breath. I heard about this business with the contractor. One of my managers went ahead and stuck you with this? You mean you didn't okay it? Shu oversees the children's store account too, so I assumed that he had already approved the change. Apparently, the manager I met with earlier decided this for the company without consulting anyone. And I don't know what the guy was thinking, going over everyone's head like that. Kurana Nosuke, my apologies to you too, man. I'll get a contractor for the TV station gig. Don't worry about that. And does that manager know about this? Of course. Haven't you gotten the email about it? According to Shu, they've received instructions from someone pretty high up. We were given a plan that would work within an abbreviated amount of time, and plus a list of contractors who would be negotiated with to do the job. At that point, the guy you dealt with could hardly say anything, could he? Sheesh. I offered to give him a list of contractors. Each company would have different strengths. Some of these contractors would be useless at a children's store, but able to work for the TV station. I gave that guy my list, and he wouldn't so much as glance at it, saying none of them would do. A workable plan, a list of contractors, and all this coming from on high. Whoever did this plunged the gaps in a short amount of time. The only person I can think of who could have done it is, well, Kunihiro? He caught wind of the situation because I called to reschedule our meeting. I'll thank Kunihiro. Good. As your supervisor, I approve. I go with you, but I have to contact the contractor. Thank you. I'll be fine on my own. I'm sorry about all the trouble. And with that, I immediately head to Kunihiro's office. Yeah, why does he want to meet me in his office? I thought this would turn into a bigger thing, but Kunihiro secretly sorted it. This isn't the kind of thing just anyone can do. Kunihiro really is something else. Showing off, aren't you? I look up and see Yukio walking towards me. I briefly explain what's going on with the contractor, and he nods sympathetically. That's very like Kunihiro. Tell me about it. Meanwhile, I was freaking out, but totally impotent. It's been a reality check. His ability is way beyond mine. Ability? That always sounds like an excuse to me. An excuse? What do you mean? Nothing really. Just my reaction. Incidentally, if you're looking for Kunihiro, I just saw him on the roof. He was in the middle of a coffee break, my guess. He's still there. Thanks. I'll check. I leave Yukio and head to the roof. But what he said nags at me. Doesn't it go without saying that there is a difference in ability when it comes to Kunihiro and me? Was he just speaking in general, or in particular to this situation? I think both. Anyways, we're on episode 4. And then infatuated ending. I find it funny because like part 1, we were so close to get the wonton ending. Alrighty. Onto the rooftop. Is Kunihiro up here? There he is. I step out onto the roof and recognize his back in silhouette. Kunihiro is gazing off into the distance, sipping coffee. Hey, Kunihiro. I sprint over to him as fast as I can go. He cracks a little smirk when he sees me huffing and puffing. You're like one of those little happy dogs. That isn't a nice thing to say about your wife. Yeah, I don't know what to say to that. Shu told me you didn't let that manager bulldoze me. I want you to know I really appreciate it. Thank you. And yet, the look on your face speaks of dissatisfaction. You can tell, huh? Sure, I can. However it happened, I am your husband. If something is troubling you, I want to hear it. I can't hide anything from Kunihiro. I decided to be upfront with him. I meant it when I said I'm grateful you stepped in to help. I get that this is for the best, for the company and for the contractor, and I'm glad this happened. But I'm also frankly discouraged. Why discouraged? Because I couldn't fix it myself. But please don't misunderstand me. It's not as though I wish you hadn't stepped in. It's definitely not the case. I'm glad, but frustrated. I feel pathetic. And that's the honest truth. I think it's natural that you feel that way. I can understand it completely. I had a similar experience myself a while back. You did? Oh, sure. It was intense too. I understand you made the same suggestion I did. The guy wouldn't hear you out, and yet when I said it, he listened. What do you think is the difference between those scenarios? Experience? Wrong. Talent? Wrong again. Ability. Ability. That always sounds like an excuse to me. Something the matter? No. Is it ability? That might be the right answer in a sense. The correct answer is authority. In other words, a title. This isn't the guy who accomplishes his work with a brisk, sharp efficiency. And it's not the guy who lounges at home on the weekend. Kunihiro speaks in a calm, quiet, steady voice. If you want your vision of what's right to come to pass, you need the power to make it happen. There are different kinds of power: connections, talent, and authority. They're all forms of power that you can use. That's ability. Today, it was my position as the managing director that did the trick. All it took was authority. Is that the reason you want the promotion? To help out little guys like me? To bring about his vision of what's right? Sure, it's one reason. Another major reason is because I want to do away with fiercely outdated conventions. Which fussily outdated conventions might those be? Look, I'm not against marriage per se. Anyone who wants that, great. We all have the right. But whether or not a person is married affecting their ability to rise in a company, pretty absurd if you ask me. There is a diversity of ways to love. Some of them include marriage. That rule is as good as a fossil, and it's got to go. To do that, I need the authority to make the reform. And to do that, I need to get married and climb to the top of this organization. It's quite the paradox, or is it ironic? Well, you know what I mean? It's the same cool and composed tone I come to expect from him. And yet, I can't help but feel that lying at the base of it is flaming hot magma. It's bad luck for you, getting mixed up in my ambitions. Do you regret it? No, I don't. I shake my head without thinking twice. Prior to this moment, there was a wall between us. Subconsciously, I had been telling myself that I couldn't break through it. And yet, I had to break through it. For the first time, I felt like I'm interacting with the real flesh and blood, Kunihiro. I want to make your ambitions come true too. I'm glad I married you. Are you really? Yeah, I am. Why are you lying? Why are you lying, MC? You were literally sad. You were literally sad. And now you're just saying that, ugh. It's an honor to be your accomplice in all this. Oh, the honor is mine. Of course, not everything I say is necessarily the truth. For all you know, I could be saying all the right things in order to deceive you. Streams of light from the evening sun shine between buildings and onto Kunihiro's back. It's strikingly, oppressively bright, and for a second, I can't make out the expression on his face. Well, I trust you. You trust me? Mm-hmm. I've only known you a short time, and it's true. But in that time, you and I have been up close and personal. You're not a bad person. I wish I were a bad guy. What? Forget it. That's sweet. It's a strength of yours. But you should be careful. There are creeps out there who latches onto women like you. And I'd hate to see that happen. He messes up my hair. To anyone else's eye, this would look like an ordinary, mundane interaction between a husband and wife. Yet, I somehow feel like we just shared a moment. Please. You can't be this sweet to me. We're accomplices. Love or any other feeling shouldn't come into it. I tried to convince myself of it, because if I don't, I feel like a dam inside me will burst and cause a flood of, well, if I'm being honest, I know what the flood would be of. But our relationship has an expiration date. I can't let myself get any more attached to him than I already am. There's still time to pull some distance between us. Privately, this is the decision I make. Oof. That's rough. Hey, I'm home. Oh, hey there. So much for distance. Later that night, surprise, surprise, Kunihiro, who always comes home late, walks through the door on the early side. My plan was to have dinner early, then hole up in my room. Damn it. It's all well and good to say I'll distance myself from him, but when I'm home, he's right there. And I guess this is the so-called bond of marriage, or shackles. You're home early? Uh-huh. Did you eat yet? No, not yet. That's a first. I had a big lunch. That's a lie. I haven't eaten yet either. If you'd like, sorry, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. It's 8 o'clock. Slam. Wow. That's a girl boss move, MC. Oops. I began to let out a massive sigh. But I stopped myself short. I feel as though Kunihiro can hear from the other side of the door. It's painful how close he is. To make matters worse, I'm so hungry. What chore do I have but to watch eating contests on my YouTube? You know, those like mukbangs and whatnot? Like, there was like, I think it was like for a good 2 weeks, like I can't I consistently was watching them, and I'm not hungry. And it was like a really odd phenomenon that I was going through those 2 weeks. And then I was really hungry after I stopped watching. You'd think I'd lose my appetite on the day I experience a heartbreak, but no. Meanwhile, I'm stuck skipping dinner. This is the worst. I'll wait until Kunihiro goes to his room, and I'll slip into the kitchen. Time passes, and the light seeping in through the bottom of the door still hasn't gone out. Ooh. Not only that, but I feel like he's keeping an eye out for me, waiting to see if I'll come out. The evidence? It's abnormally quiet, and I don't hear a thing. Am I imagining things? Maybe he's just lost in thought, thinking about what food he wants to order. What am I going to do? Ooh. Should I do a chat? Should I open the door? I'll open the door. If he asks me anything, I'll just say that I'm going to the bathroom. My mind's made up. I open the door to see what's going out there, and what the hell? Kunihiro is standing right in front of me. A slam. I close the door in front of his face. Jeez, he scared me. When I realize I'm sighing again, I quickly cover my mouth with my hands. If I were living alone right now and feeling this way, what would I be doing? I can't even remember. Kunihiro is eating away at my life, but I can't vent about him like I might, as if he were my husband in any real sense. Meanwhile, if I try to act cheery, he'll see through it. Close yet far away yet close. That's our relationship in a nutshell. That's crazy. Oh, MC. She's going through it. Alright. I think we're halfway there. I think. Keyword think. Good morning, Mamoru. Good morning. When I walk into the office in the morning, Mamoru reacts by emitting a strange sound. He whispers to me so as not to call attention to the state I'm in. Are you okay? You've got dark circles under your eyes. Did you get any sleep? I didn't sleep. My mind wouldn't stop going last night, and before I knew it, the sun was up. I thought I covered the dark circles with makeup. It's cool, like, I get it. You're newlyweds, squarely in the honeymoon phase. Oh my god, no. No judgment. Honestly, I think it's great, Lauren. Mamoru has this awful grin on his face. I don't want to think too hard about how he's misunderstanding the situation. In the end, it fits in perfectly with our cover story, so I simply give him a conspiratorial smile. That was stupid. In the past, I could pull an all-nighter and none would be the wiser. I'll fix my makeup later. I need to do a better job this time. Right. Time to do this. I try to psych myself up, even if it's artificial. I'm going through my email when someone pokes me with a ruler. Your hubby is here. Kuranosuke, your desk is always so neat. That depends on what you're comparing it to. I wanted to talk to you about this building plan. When you look at the two of them standing side by side, a gift from the gods. Those are the two best looking guys here for sure. Well, maybe shoe ties with them. To be clear, I do make top 7. Could I see that list of building materials? Oh, yep. It's right here. Focus on work, Lauren. Focus. But he's looking at me. I force myself to pretend I don't notice and continue to do my job. I prepare myself for the possibility that he might speak to me. Huh? He left? My moment of relief is fleeting. A second later, I receive a text over RINE. Ryan. I'll come get you at 6. The sender obviously is Kunihiro. That's all he writes. He gives me nothing else to go on. No further details. What is this about? Last night? The dark circles under my eyes? What happened just now? Ugh, I'm so nervous. I'm nervous for you, girl. I'm nervous for you. Phew, we made it in before they close admissions for the night. Kunihiro came to get me right at 6 as promised. I assumed we'd be going home together, but no. Our destination has turned out to be an aquarium. This is the best aquarium in the city. It doesn't have showy displays or performances. What they do so well is to recreate the undersea world. Remarkable. I know what you mean. Little fish swim meanderly in the water, which is lit by soft ethereal lighting. There are almost no other visitors at this hour, and it really feels like we're drifting through the sea. Are you a frequent aquarium goer? I am. I like to drop in when I could use a pick-me-up or change of perspective. When I was a kid, I took EG with me and would come here all the time. Oh yeah? Yeah, EG and me go way back. The local aquarium was open to kids, and it was the only place we could go on our own when we were in elementary school. Oh, that must have been nice. That reminds me of what Iji said. Kunihiro's parents didn't get along. I pictured the two boys together without any adults around. What about now? Do you come here with Iji? Ha, yeah right, no. As an adult, I only come here on my own. I know no better place to come when I'm stuck on a project or feeling frustrated. I never run into anybody I know. It's my secret hiding place. He brought me to a place that's special to him. Big events, expos, large-scale facilities. Those are all important, of course. And it's little places. Places that feel comforting and safe, where you can go anytime. Like how back in the day, we needed a place where we could just exist. That's the kind of space I want to create. Places like this aquarium? Precisely. I feel like a fish when I'm here. Kunihiro points to the tank. Fish don't think about a thing. They just swim. In their world, there are no promotions, no bonds, no marriage, no relations. Hey, you don't know that. What? Big fish prey on little fish. It's a jungle out there. Same as here. Fish struggle, man. I wonder. I'm telling you, fish have their shackles. And I bet that eel is a totally annoying supervisor. Always on your case. And the shark is the manager who's vying for political dominance. They do say sharks have to swim all the time or they'll die. Oh God, look at me, I'm crying. Remind you too much of yourself? He breaks into a smile. And I smile along with him. Suddenly, neither of us can stop laughing. The dolphin is the debonair CEO. You've gotten to watch out for that killer whale. Senior Managing Director? Are you aquarium relations allowed? Why not? See that spotted garden eel behind the rocks? That's what he's up to. Keeping it quiet. It does look like that's what he's up to. I'm cracking up at our ridiculous conversation. Tears stream down my cheeks as I laugh, and a tenderness fills Kunihiro's eyes. Oh, finally, you're smiling. Huh? A long, beautiful finger wipes the corner of my eye. Are these happy tears? I like your smile. You know, I can't remember the last time I smiled like this. I've been depressed about Kunihiro and about my troubles at work. Wait, is that why he brought me here? Kunihiro, the guy who supposedly only likes being with women when it's to have a good time, brought me to his special place because I was feeling low. I'm insanely happy. Even if I don't know his intention. Well, don't misunderstand what this is about. Suddenly, he's speaking unusually quickly. If you were going around work looking depressed, I'd look bad as your husband. Uh-huh. I guess that makes me and Eel. They look depressing, right? They're not depressing so much as creepy. We look at each other and crack up. Tears come down to my eyes again, and this time I wipe them away myself. I can't quite pin you down, Kunihiro. I'm thinking that makes you a jellyfish. Rude. You chose the blobbiest sea creature. You're a cutie pie. So I'm thinking, a penguin? Please, tell me you don't think I shuffle around like that? Oh dear God, this is too fun. This is bad. Aww. Tropical fish change color depending on their environment, whether it's night or day. Work on the brain again? We're in the car going home. I'm taking notes on my phone, and Kunihiro throws me a smirk. Just something I was thinking about at the aquarium. Seems like something I might be able to use for a job. You're feeling better and your first thought is work. Incredible. Well, I apologize I'm not more interesting. Hey, I didn't say that. I like that about you. I've told you that before. I like you too. Oh, you like that about me too? I mean... Oh, I see. Yeah. A silence ensues. It's not that we've run out of things to say. No, it's the kind of silence that arises when two people are at a loss as what to say. I can't get my hopes up. I can't forget we're playing house, or maybe he's just concerned for an employee. Kunihiro's phone vibrates in his pocket. It's what breaks the tension. Is he not going to answer the phone? You're not going to get that? Want me to get that for you? Stare out the window. Well, well, his phone is in his pocket. So, how... I guess I'll just go with the second option. Want me to get that for you? Should I get that for you? Would you? I'm kidding. Obviously. I'm not. Too much? That's all Kunihiro says before pulling over. His thumb roughly taps on the phone screen. Yeah, it's me. What's up? What? Now? It's like before. At this hour, who else could it be? This phone call brings an end to our playing house for the night. Well, it was a fun night. That'll have to be enough. Not only it was fun, but Kunihiro brought me to a place that's special to him, so... Sorry, I can't at the moment. He speaks firmly without a flicker of hesitation. I reflexively turn to look at him. Nope, not later either. I'm going home. See ya. He breezily ends the call and tosses his phone into the back seat. You're sure that's what you want? What? I mean, wasn't that... I'm going home. Wait, you. He's not pulling an end to our time together. He's putting time with me above having fun with one of his girls. Kunihiro. The hedonist, the libertine who says marriage is a tool, a rung on the career ladder. We're going home. He starts the car up and accelerates. It carries the two of us, each with our own thoughts. That's crazy. Ain't no way he did that. Ooh, tipping the scale. And we're at episode 6. Thanks for staying out with me. I know it got late. I'm the one who should be thanking you. This was fun. Kunihiro drove us home in his car. He opens the passenger door for me, like he always does. Ah, a gentleman. He always does little things like that. Like, it's second nature. Chivalry is not dead. Whoop whoop. I hop out of the car, feeling a little shy. Distracted, my heel hits the ground wrong. And... ah! Whoa. Careful. The second my foot hits the ground, I stagger. Kunihiro's hand shoots out and holds me steady. Are you okay? Yeah. It's not the first time Kunihiro has touched me. He's held my hand and he's shielded me on crowded streets. The warmth of his hand is no different. What different is this? I don't want it to leave me. Oh! Is this a kiss? I look up. Kunihiro's looking down at me. We lock eyes and the sound of the world go quiet. My face feels flushed. I can feel his breath so close to me. If Kunihiro leans in, or if I stand a little taller, our mouths would connect. But those last few inches remain uncrossed. Why is this happening? We're in the most open marriage on the planet, and he has a plethora of lovers. Yet, he won't kiss me, his wife. He won't traverse those final 4 inches. What are these 4 inches? We agreed things wouldn't get physical between us. It's that, or it's a distance felt in that heart. Suddenly, I have to know what's in that space of 4 inches. Kunihiro. About what I said. Can you be more specific? I like you too. No. What a single finger. He silences me. It can't happen. Is that because it's against the rules of our marriage agreement? Our marriage agreement? Right now, I'm kind of regretting it. He moves his face away. He pulls his body away. All of him away. We should go in. Yet, he doesn't go inside the building ahead of me. He walks with me still. The duty of it all tears my heart into pieces. He won't let me say that I'm in love with him. Words suspended in air, going nowhere. The one and only thing I can say for certain, I'm pinning away after my husband. Here you go. 1 omu rice with lots of mushrooms. Careful, it's hot. Ah, this looks amazing. it was worth waiting for. Are you okay? The following afternoon, Miyuki gives me one of her baby tomatoes, like the gesture of someone worried about a sad child. This is for you. You like them, if I'm remembering right. Thanks, I do. Now tell me, what's bothering you? Do you need another tomato? No, thanks. The thing is, this is too much to carry alone. I decide that Miyuki will be the one person I confide in about the events of the previous night. I wasn't going to tell him how I feel ever. But these last few days, I can't think about anything except him. And when we were smiling and laughing at the aquarium, oh god, it made me so happy. Sounds like you're in love. Which is why I was going to ask him, why would you say if I told you I was in love with you? He wouldn't let me. That sucks. Rejected for something you didn't even say. Maybe it's for the best that he's not interested. How do you figure? Look, Kunihiro doesn't go out with one woman. If I just be another one of his many girlfriends. You'd rather be the wife he doesn't love? Not rather, but I think it's for the best. I am well aware of what an empty conclusion that is. But the fact is, I can't have both. I know the terrible truth, though. Logic has nothing to do with the matters of the heart. What I was hoping would happen, what do I want to happen? It feels impossible to make a decision about this. It really is very impossible. But hey, I'm home. Welcome home. I stayed late at work, putting off coming home, giving me a little less time overlapping with Kunihiro. Did you eat? Yeah, I ordered takeout. I don't know why I asked. At the beginning of all this, we agreed we would lead separate lives, and yet I can't ignore the facts. More and more often, we've been eating instant noodles together, and just having a good time together. Us humans want so much. Get one thing and want more and more and more. Mind if I take a shower now? Go for it. Okay, thanks. Wait. Please forget about last night. Yes, forget about last night. Do you think you could forget about last night? It takes courage to say this, but Kunihiro's expression doesn't change. What happened last night? He's already forgotten. The feelings were all one-sided, I guess. Never mind. Enjoy your shower. Okay, if you say so. Kunihiro walks out of the room. I plunk myself down on the couch, and I feel like I'm sinking to the bottom. Huh? Was he working? I notice the tiring stacks of paper on the desk in front of me. I feel like it's none of my business, but the stack is about to topple over like an avalanche. Well, they're going to fall on the floor if I don't do something. So I arrange them in a few separate neat piles, which is when a single paper falls from the file and flutters to the ground. Oops, I'll get that. I pick it up without a thought. But seeing what it is knocks the breath out of me. It's from an official document. Petition for the dissolution of marriage. He did say he regretted us getting married. That wasn't a figure of speech. He meant it. It's possible that he had the divorce papers from the start, since that was always the plan. But I don't know. Nonetheless, the idea that revealing my feelings for him could have led to these divorce papers showing up. My body crumples in on itself. You idiot. You stupid, stupid idiot. I feel like such a fool for debating what I should do. Nothing has changed for Kunihiro since we got married. I thought it was so hard to make my choice. But there were no options to choose from. Neither wife or lover is in my future. I'm one of a number of employees. Before my hopes go too far, I take out the document. Before my feelings get out of my hand, I get a pen. My hand trembles as I press pen to paper. Marrying when drunk, divorcing while sober. I have to laugh at myself. No, I can't laugh. I write every letter with precision and care. Kunihiro was still in the shower. I double and triple check the document, leave it on the desk and in the morning, the divorce papers have disappeared from the desk. That's crazy! Ain't no way! Oh my god, I was about to cry. Oh my god. No. What's the construction status? I may be pinning. I may have signed the divorce papers. And this is the good ending? I have no idea, Spicy. Still, there's no avoiding him at work. Smooth sailing. I met with the lighting people and they're going ahead with the changes. There's a buffer built into the schedule, so there should be no problem. What about from the design perspective? All good. I love the idea of using the sunlight. We'll be encouraging visitors to take photos at every booth and post to social media. And by using sunlight, we'll be emphasizing the idea that you won't see the same light effect twice. Therefore, no two photos will be alike. The client was very happy to allow photography. Great work. I hear Lauren really fought for it. Lauren has shown strong leadership throughout the project, no doubt. I'm truly grateful for that, Lauren. As a supervisor on this project, people often say they throw themselves into work when they have a broken heart. If he can't see me as a potential girlfriend, the best I can do is have him see me as worthy on the job. I'm not completely over him, but I'm sucking it up and focusing on the meeting. Wow. Yes, I'm crying. I'm like, tears are just letting go of my eyeballs. That night, Kunihiro comes home carrying a big box from the office. I got a present from the client. Oh, awesome. A bread maker, and it's the latest model. It is? Well, it's all yours. Did you tell them you're not Did you tell them you're into bread or something? Nah, they asked me if my wife liked bread, and I didn't know the answer, but I said yes. Ah, and now we have a bread maker. It might come up again. In case it does, tell me, are you a bread fan or a rice fan? You know, I do like both, because you know why I like both? Because both can take out the frustrations, anger, and any other feelings that you're at. So, this is FX Riz advice number, I don't know how much, I think this is my second, third. I'll go second just for safety. If you're feeling sad, depressed, angry, those negative emotions, make bread. Make rice. You'll be happy again. I like both. we they're different but equally good. Right, of course. You're a fruit fan. That's such a basic question and you didn't know the answer. In all the time we've been living together, neither of us has really gotten to know the other's tastes, and Kunihiro probably has zero interest in getting to know me. I should probably tell the client how you like it. In that case, why don't I bake us some bread and we can eat it together? I'm about to say this, but stop myself just before I do. I really shouldn't get closer to him than necessary at this point. Think I could try some of the bread when you bake it? What is this man doing to me, chat? What? Like, does he know how I feel or doesn't he? Like, Kunihiro voices the very thing I stopped myself from saying. Let's keep our personal lives separate, even at home, like we discussed. The line has slowly but surely eroded, but rules are rules. Makes sense. Well, tell me how the bread is. He's perfectly fine with that. Well, it is what we agreed, and it is only for 3 months. We'll get married, then return to our comfortable lives living alone. In theory, we lose absolutely nothing in this deal. In practice, it'd be pointless to pretend that I'm not feeling anything right now. I feel so bad for the MC. The next day at lunch. Huh? That's weird. Where'd it go? What you looking for? A work note I wrote to myself. I left it in my notebook, but I'm not seeing it. Maybe it fell out in the meeting room? Yeah, maybe you're right. I'll go look. See ya. If I'm at the office, I can generally be found in one of the select few spots. And so I go to each of them searching for the missing note. What work note is she talking about? There it is. After checking the meeting room and a couple other spots, I finally find a note in the archives. It was when I came here to look at previous projects as research for the Fontainese lighting change. I remember I left the note in one of the files. It was the files for the light festival, the reason I wanted to work here. I was short on time that day, and now I can take my time to read over the manual. As I stare at the photographs of the event, someone walks over and stands right next to me, like they're looking for the same files. Slacking off in here, eh? You know I'm not. I'm looking for something. Uh-huh. Kuranosuke looks at the file in my hand and subtly raises an eyebrow. You were looking at that last time we were here? Good memory. I do have a good memory. You got me. This event was special to me. If I hadn't walked by then, I'd be a totally different person. That's an exaggeration. No, it's true. Like, I can't tell you how disappointed I am that the person in charge of this left the company. I would have loved to meet him, just once to say thank you. I guess I can color outside the lines this once. I'm sorry? And it might be fun to surprise you. I have no idea what you're talking about. The person named on there wasn't the mastermind behind this. The one who actually designed that project was Kunihiro. Say that again? For a second, I think it might be a dumb joke. But Kuranosuke isn't something who would joke about this. But then, why isn't his name on the project? 8 years ago, Kunihiro was nailing one hot project after the next, and he became known in the industry as the Wonder Kind. He was also moody as heck, and constantly clashed with his superiors. Seriously? Are we talking about the same Kunihiro? I know. Looking at him now, it's hard to imagine. He was always stirring up trouble one way or another. It affected me too. Plenty of times. I wanted to strangle the guy on more than a couple of occasions. I'm not making this stuff up. I know that. Murderous thoughts aside, there was a big wig who well and truly detested his metric rise. He asked too much of Kunihiro as a form of harassment. That's the Festival of Light's origins. The level of negotiations required is more Byzantine in the case of the train companies and multiple links. Sure, Kunihiro was talented, and it was tough for him. He didn't have years of experience under his belt. What would have helped? The big wig connections? But he wasn't going to lift a pinky. Not that there was a word of complaint from Kunihiro. He made the rounds to all the agencies he needed to convince, late nights at the office putting together a plan. Ultimately, it's become a resounding success story, one of the key events in the history of this firm. The worst part, though, came after. Paying consorts. Oh my god. I'm stuttering my words, chat. Kuranosuke's expression. Publicly, as a firm, Miyoshi presented the whole thing as the very same big wig project. That makes no sense. How could they do that? To what end? Because he was the bigger name. Kunihiro was still green. A big name means more hype. And that's why Kunihiro's name isn't the one you see on the file. That's terrible. In our field, it's a person's work that matters. Even within our firm, coworkers becomes rivals. You experienced that for yourself recently? He's referring to the manager in accounts who Kunihiro took care of for me. Back then, there was no sympathetic supervisor who stepped in for Kunihiro. It's true that he didn't say a word of complaint, but he changed after that. You couldn't miss it. The man whose passion was for the work itself and whose ambitions were secondary became an ambitious careerist who had no issues with playing the office politics game. I'm not saying this as an attack on him, To this day, he's a truly talented architect and designer. Sometimes, though, I pity him. What was it Kunihiro said the other day? I had a similar experience myself a while back. You did? Oh, sure. It was intense too. If you want your vision of what's right to come to pass, you need the power to make it happen. Today, it was my position as the managing director that did the trick. Is that the reason you want the promotion? To help out little guys like me? Maybe when he said he had a similar experience, this is what he meant. He had such a bitter, painful experience. His desire to marry for the sake of the promotion, despite that not being something he wants for himself. I start to wonder if perhaps Kunihiro unconsciously wants to save his younger self. Wait. What is it? Nothing. It's a crazy thought. The scene from that night appears in my mind like a bolt from the blue. What if the man I saw cried amidst all that light was? Hey, are you okay? Yeah. These are happy tears. Say that crying man was Kunihiro. If that's true, then Kunihiro was someone special to me starting from that moment. It doesn't matter if Kunihiro's name isn't on that file. Those streets, bathed in light, remain in my heart to this day. Kunihiro created that. Do you wish you had an S? Not at all, the opposite. I stare hard at the photographs of the Light Festival. I get the feeling that Kunihiro, as he was then, is there, standing among all the people. To think, I've finally convinced myself to give him up. Now I know this about him. He's not a random guy married for convenience. This feels a whole lot like fate. But there's nothing for me to do about that now. I look at the images of the glittering night. Where does this leave me? I'm utterly at a loss. Oh, God. Ah. Man. This this is insane, chat. Okay. I still can't believe it was Kunihiro who was behind that job all along. His name wasn't anywhere in the file in the archives. But the details of the project, the power, and precision of the plan, and the most of all, Kuranosuke's testimony proves the fact. The person I met who was crying, who worked on the project, that was Kunihiro. I was in a state of confusion myself, and I never did get a good look on his face, so I can't say for certain. At the same time, I feel so sure of it. Lauren, are you okay? When I'm back at my desk, Mamoru turns to me with concern. Did you not find the note? Oh, right, I found it. Oh, that's good. You had a pretty epic frown on your face. I can only imagine your hubby's reaction if he saw. I bet he'd have scared the crap out of him. Of course, at work I'm ostensibly a new bride at the height of happiness. In fact, I am a woman who was rejected by her own husband before I could say, I love you. The discrepancy between the two leaves a wreck. Then I get a call on the phone on my desk. Yeah, this is Lauren in production. Lauren, are you available right now? Could you come to the meeting room? Sure, I'll be right there. I'm surprised business development needs to see me. That's unusual. Not only that, but it's Yamashita. He's the one vying for the same position as Kunihiro. Come to think of it, the board meeting is only a few days away. I hope this is nothing about that. Hi, Yamashita. How can I help you? Please, take a seat. Yamashita greets me with a pleasant smile when I arrive. I heard about the inappropriate behavior of one of my managers in my department. Inappropriate? Oh, do you mean the issue with the contractor? I heard after the fact and couldn't believe it. Openly stealing is a bad thing. Get a job at any cost, even if it means cheating and stealing. Yes, indeed. He put into practice what I taught him. Is this some kind of joke? Oh no, it's not a joke at all. He roughly tosses something onto the table. A stack of photographs. I pick up a photo without thinking. The moment I look at it, I feel like my heart stops. What is this? That's Kunihiro leaving a hotel with a woman. It's more than just one or two women. The newlywed has a lot of energy, eh? I know that Kunihiro has multiple lovers, but actually seeing the photographs showing the reality hits me hard. One of the women I've met, she's the one who said your wife is cool with it. Gotta love an open marriage. When I fall into a stunned silence, the senior executive offers a look of commemoration. My apologies if this has hurt you. No, that's all right. Not so hurt after all. Well, I have these photographs too. What he shows me next are photographs of me, for some reason. They're recent. That's the apartment where you used to live. For some reason, you're still coming and going. Yeah, that's because I looked into it. You're still on the lease. The husband has multiple lovers and the wife hasn't let go of her previous residence. I'm going to cut to the chase. You're not married in any real sense, are you? It's happened. Someone has come out and said it. And with only a few days to go until the board meeting, if he's asking if we're really married, the answer is yes, we are. We have a marriage certificate. I can give him legal proof anytime. There could be repercussions if your marriage is one of formality and not fact. Not a fact. What does that even mean? Would people want to know if we live together and that we love each other? At the very least, the photographs open our marriage up to suspicions that it isn't a normal marriage. If we discover that he married you simply to lay his hands on the firm's profits as a board member, well, that would be an obvious breach of trust. No one would see either of you the same way, wouldn't you say? No, not that it matters, but that's not why Kunihiro wants to move up the company. You're in a difficult position. The exec's voice silently takes coaxing quality. If you tell me the truth, I'll make sure nothing bad happens to you. What does that mean? We can just say that you were tricked by Kunihiro. I'll keep these photographs to myself, and your reputation here won't be harmed. If I do what he wants, the door to Kunihiro's advancement will shut. Oof. How did he find out though? Like, we only told one person, right? Which was unless if she ratted us out. Like, unless if he has been just eyeing out Kunihiro, like, because he is. It's such a very interesting turn of events here, chat. I. If I don't do what he wants, things will get harder for me here. Ironic, considering I entered this marriage of convenience to protect my job. My job isn't the only thing I would be losing. Friends who congratulated me, colleagues I've been in trenches with, my parents who were so happy for me. It's possible that I'll lose the trust of people I care about. Even if that's what happens. I think about Kunihiro and I. I'll sign that contract. This too. We work so hard. I like your smile. I'm heading out, Lauren. He's self-indulgent, useless around the house, and a shameless player. He's like two different people at home and in public, and he's a mess in the morning, not to mention his room. Still, I want good things for Kunihiro and I want to help him get what he wants. Even if I can't have anything romantic with him. Even if he'll never love me. Right now, this is where I am. I'm Kunihiro's wife. Sorry? I don't know the story behind those pictures. But what I can say is there was a time in all of this when I thought I'd feel empty of being his wife in name only. But I'm actually fine with that now. Because in this moment, I'm able to be Kunihiro's greatest ally. I can face Yamashita. I can face what's in my heart. Our marriage is as real as it gets. What are you? For the first time in the conversation, his face goes pale. Are you sure this is what you want? Of course. I couldn't have given you any other answer. You do realize this won't end well for Kunihiro. Why? If this gets out? What do you suppose would happen? The door creaks open and a familiar voice strikes my ears. I don't need to turn around to know who it is. The person who's walked into the room is none other than... I'm dying to hear this. What'll happen? Kunihiro. Kunihiro stands in front of me protectively and confronts Yamashita. If you have something to say to me, no need to say it to my wife. I'm right here. You say that like you're so innocent. I know what you're up to. I'm not up to anything. She and I are married. We have our marriage certificate and we share a home. I can provide you with proof if you like. Then explain these photos. Kunihiro picks up one of the photos showing him leaving a hotel, and he sniffs it. A newlywed who indulges in affair after affair? Hardly board member material if you ask me. Are you really going to claim that you and your wife are in love? This isn't something that I need to explain to you. More importantly, you threatening my wife is something I take extremely seriously. I have it on good word that this executive guy has small speed energy. Who said anything about threaten? I'm not interested in your excuses. They're not going to get you anywhere. We'll settle this at the board meeting. Ugh. Let's go, Lauren. He holds my hand with a strength that startles me. I'm sorry about this, Kunihiro. Sadness, frustration, regret. One short sentence that contains so many emotions. And I give his hand a squeeze. Shake my head, I smile. I'll give his hand a squeeze. I like squeezing hands. It's not your fault. With that thought in mind, I gave his hand a squeeze. For a brief moment, Kunihiro looks at me with surprise. Then, thank you. After saying this, he grips my hand even more tightly. In my heart, I say, whatever anyone says, I'm your wife. The warmth I feel in my hand isn't a lie. He holds my hand more firmly, which makes me believe he feels it too. Hand in hand, we leave the meeting room together. Wow. That's wow. Wow. I did not expect that to happen. Jeez, Louise. Please sit. Kunihiro has brought me to his office. I could feel how sad I was to stop holding hands. Kunihiro sits heavily in his chair, the irritation plain on his face, the rarity for him. God, I'm sorry about all this. You're sorry? He looks up and clearly surprised. What are you sorry for? Because those photos of me were taken. I should have been paying closer attention when I went back to my apartment. This isn't your fault. I'm the one who wasn't careful. When I heard Yamashita ask for you, my blood went cold. I think he's upset with himself for his lack of calm. I am truly sorry for getting you mixed up in all this. I knew what I was getting into. The photographs, I have to say, were a surprise. Those are... Oh, I'm not upset with you or anything. And, you know, I've been mixed up in this, as you call it, from the moment we started this. I suppose you're right, but being with you isn't only about our positions here and appearances. You bring me noodles at work when things get crazy. You take me to the aquarium when I'm feeling low. User sits in his office with only one chair. Love interest also sits in only one chair in this room. This convo is canonically taking place in the user's lap. Alexium, shh. Jesus Christ. It's been really nice. The marriage aside, I just like being with you. I like to be there for you. Not only when things are good, but when you're struggling. I want to be there for you. So I actually love that you got me mixed up in your trouble. In fact, I'm going to mix myself up in it. How are you going to do that? Look, I'm your greatest ally. Isn't that what a spouse is for? You'll want to be there for me? In good times and bad? I underestimated this whole marriage thing. How so? You're doing a number on my worldview. Looks like I've married an awfully strong woman. You're only noticing that now? I am embarrassed to admit it. But I gotta say, I did choose well. I'm glad you're my wife. Yeah? I signed the divorce papers. But it looks like we don't have much time left together. Oof. Still, in the moment, we are, without a doubt, husband and wife. Well, Yamashita isn't going to back down. Is there anything I can do? I just want you to make that event a success. I was hoping I could pop in on the first day. The first day of the Fontenay's event is the same day as the board meeting. The operations department knows what to do. I'm sure I'll be fine. I'll race over there if I can free up some time. I'm going to try. Thank you. I'll keep you posted on how it goes. I can't wait. You can do it. I believe in you. Kunihiro smiles. The distress I felt when I was facing off with Yamashita has completely vanished. Anyway, can we rip or burn the divorce? For real, Spicy, I want to rip it. I want to burn it. Like, is this like marriage superpower? What a strange feeling. Like 1 + 1 could equal 3 or 4. Well, if you say it like that, you know, we did not do the, you know, whole shebang. But I go back to my desk, ready to immerse myself in the details of the event. It's no use looking backward. I just have to push ahead. Then what? What else? Why is it bright in here? Lauren, I'm heading out. Oh, wait. It's the day of the board meeting. The board meeting where he has the strategic plan on sitting on the stakeholder's lap. I ran up to Kunihiro, who's heading out before me. I ironed your handkerchief for you. I know we keep the housework separate. I just really want you to do it today. Well, thanks. That's nice. Kunihiro carefully puts the handkerchief in his breast pocket and presses it like it's special. It'll be my good luck charm. I don't know how well it'll work. Oh, it's working already. I can feel it. I want to give you something too. Yeah? If I can. In that case, I'll take your pen, your smile, a message. I like smile. Yeah. A smile or something. You sure that's what you want? Kunihiro tilts his head to the side, puzzled. Still, he gives you a smile. Yeah. Huh? Sorry, I forgot how to breathe for a second there. Why? He blinks, totally confused. But that smile did a trick for me, and I feel like I'm all powered up. Anyways, as far as good luck charms go, I have this. I show him my left hand, where my ring is. I already have the best good luck charm there is. I have one too. Kunihiro raises his left hand. I'll see you later. Have a good day. I wave and smile as I watch the door close. This could be our last day as husband and wife. Well, I'll have no regrets. I'll do my best at the things that are in my control. Right, let's do this. I get my head in the game and get ready for work. How are you How were you able to put that there? That's crazy. Yes, the executive meeting with the royalty_free_officer_executive_VIP.jpg. The board's the most important and valuable member. Anyways, the back of the line for admission is here. Anyone who has tickets, it might be a good idea to set up more line dividers. I'll handle that. Be right back. The venue staff are keeping things perfectly organized. The marketing must have worked pretty well because we've been inundated with visitors from the moment we opened. Not me ready to pull out my hair and scream with this MC. For real. I'm here because I'm researching engagement rings. I'm so grateful they're letting us take pictures. And I'm grateful you're here and want to take them. Looks like you have a smash hit on your hands. I'm feeling deeply grateful that the event's going so well when Yukio walks over. I take it public interest in advance of the event was high. I have you to thank for that. Would you mind doing a quick interview later? Not at all. That's why I'm here. Plus, I have a bit of good news for you. He takes me to the corner of the room and whispers in my ear. Kuranosuke called me. Kunihiro has been nominated to be the next board member. Really? I unintentionally raised my voice. The last step is getting the approval of the shareholders, but that's mostly a formality. It's a near certainty. Congrats. What's the matter? No, I'm so happy. I'm stunned. Thank you for telling me. I'm happy, no doubt about it. But if I am being completely honest, I feel a slight sadness too. Because this marks the approach of the end of us. I'm glad it wasn't Kunihiro who told me the news. I want to give Kunihiro the smile he deserves. Lauren, it's taken a bad turn. The venue supervisor races over to me in a panic. What's wrong? Ever since we opened, more and more people have lined up. And since we can't let everyone in at once, they're all leaving. What? Leaving? Seriously? A 20-minute wait? That sucks. Wanna go to a cafe or something? The moment I step outside, I can hardly believe what I'm seeing. Some people are still on the line, but they're disappointingly choosing to leave. We set things up to accommodate 20% more visitors than planned. More than that are coming. Right now, we're at 150%. Crap. The timeline is out of control. Shu is scrolling through the social media app on his phone. We've gotten people posting pics and reactions, and lots of likes on those. Isn't that what we want? But negative posts are on the rise. The place is small, not everyone can get in. Stuff like that. Oh god. I look on my own phone. The ability to take pictures at every booth and upload them to social media proved attractive. So we have a lot of casual visitors saying positive things like, "This is my first time seeing real diamonds," and "I've never been to anything like this." Once people like that know that they won't be able to get in, they simply don't bother. Oh no, people are uploading pictures of the line. A 20-minute wait isn't so bad though. If something doesn't change, this will definitely have an impact on how many people come tomorrow. The people waiting on the line are getting unhappy. What should we do? Lauren, what are we gonna do? You can do it. I believe in you. What are we gonna do? Oh my god, chat, what are we gonna do? I made a promise to Kunihiro. I want to make this thing great. We'll discuss strategies to fix this. Bear with me. Even while I said this, visitors are auditioning the line and leaving. My panic is increasing though. While I desperately try to come up with a fix. What can we do? What can we do, chat? Oh, what the heck? Of course they had stopped there. Oh my god. We're at story 10. Oh god. There's 4 steps to stay. No, Alexium, no. Well, there's more room by this entrance compared to inside. Maybe there's some way we could put it to good use. Originally, I didn't want anything to block the flow of foot traffic, so we didn't exhibit any pieces here. The trouble is, people are already lined up. We'll hand out timed entry tickets. I prepared a system. And we'll hand out catalogs to everyone online, so they can look at them while they wait. We have a limited amount of catalogs. What if we hand out cards with QR codes so they can look at it on their phones? I like it. The only issue is that there is the small screens. Suddenly, I noticed the sound of approaching footsteps. Why don't you put it up on the big screen? Kunihiro. Kunihiro must have hurried after his board meeting. He would have seen the information on the social media on the way over, so he has some understanding of the situation. Can you get a big screen? There's an AV store around the corner I've worked with. I'll ask them. Good. Shu, you get those time entry tickets ready. Got it. Bonjour? Enchanté. A French woman approaches and Kunihiro talks with her. The Fontenay representative arriving on the scene speaks energetically. I'm from the main store of France. I come to see what you've done. Oh, that's wonderful. Bonjour. I spoke with her about the situation. She's given us permission to broadcast a live demonstration of the craftsmen at work in their studio in France. You did? That's fantastic. Due to the time difference and the other considerations, the broadcast will start in the afternoon. The AV equipment supplier says that they'll be able to provide us with a monitor then. This way, visitors will experience the exhibition when waiting online too. Well, need to adjust the lighting once the monitor arrives, and we'll need to adjust the flow of traffic so everyone can watch. I'll get an announcement ready. Yukio, can you bring attention to this in the media? I'll handle it. You can do it. I should have faith in those words. I won't give up. Kunihiro watches over me as I rush around. Even when I'm out of sight, I still feel the warm gaze with me. Wow. Do. Monitor! Even the finest quality diamonds might not be capable of capturing the light, depending on the cutting technique. At our studio, we've developed a unique cutting system using lasers. On the screen is the studio in France. Kunihiro is interpreting on the fly as the craftsman explains the process in French. The classic round brilliant cut has 58 facets. The cut that we use, however, that's so interesting. So this is how a diamond is cut. I've never seen this before. The visitors are engrossed by the sight of the master craftsman at work. So much so that they're forgetting to go inside. Looks like they're no longer quite so stressed to be waiting. Thank you, Kunihiro. Standing behind him, I throw him a look of gratitude. Kunihiro seems to pick up on it somehow. He suddenly raises his left hand. The wedding band we bought that day glittering on his ring finger. This is the last entry period for the day. If you have a ticket, we've made it to the end. There's a nervous excitement the first day on a job, you know? It's night and we're in a corner gazing out at the event. We far exceeded our visitor goal today, which came in at 180% in the final count. Think the visitors went home happy? I think so. A lot of them wanted to say a few words to me when they were leaving, and they loved that video. After the first showing, there was no longer live but a recording. That didn't dampen visitor interest in seeing where the magic happens. Inside, I heard them say things like, "Is that diamond cut like they talked about in the video?" "Oh, I think you're right, but it's even more beautiful to see in person." I can't stop thinking about how they capture the light differently every day. Should I splurge? You can come closer, take a look. The client, us, and the most of all, the visitors. Sharing the space, spending this time together, feeling a mix of emotions. This moment, this is what it's all about. Thank you so much. Really. This was because the diamond craftsman decided to protest because he was French. I whisper while I keep my eyes on the exhibition space. I never would have thought to use a video to link us to France. Don't know what would have happened if you haven't showed up. I kept thinking about the demonstration I saw at you. I figured that wasn't possible here, but then I realized if it's over video. But the logistics of making it happen, lining up the suppliers and making the layout work, it was you who made the idea a reality. Hmm? I dabbed the corners of my teary eyes. Kunihiro, seemingly amused, peers into my face. Are you okay? Yeah, these are happy. This is a happy smile. You have an interesting way out with words. You know, I was going to lend you my handkerchief. That's okay. I'm smiling. Are you sure? It feels pretty nice. It's been recently ironed by me. There's no pulling a fast one over you. He grins mischievously, like the guy I know from home, not work. The thought that it's a face that only I know makes me once again smile and once again tear up. This guy just won't let me give up on him. God, is he the most legible bachelor or the least? I seriously can't decide sometimes. It's both. It's both. Absolutely both. But good job today. I mean it. Well, same to you. Congratulations on your promotion. We're in the car on the way home after a successful first night at the Fontenay's event. I haven't had a chance to congratulate him until now. A board member. It's what you wanted. Well, it's not official until the shareholders make their decision. I have you to thank for this. No, it's all you. I say we celebrate. I like the sound of that. Should we stop somewhere? You wouldn't be able to drink if we did that, driver. That's alright. You deserve something special. You should get whatever you want every once in a while and not even think about the other person. Kunihiro. Spoken like a real husband. I could say the same to you every once in a while. Let's go with spoken like a real husband. We have to like, you know, in order for him to actually accept that we are actually husband and wife, I have to treat him like a husband. So, spoken like a real husband. I am a real husband. Yeah, for now, that's still true. Alright, I know what I want. Let's have a drink at home. I'll make something good for us to snack on. You sure that's what you want to do? Well, today deserves a special exception. Can't wait. Kunihiro's eyes focus on the road ahead, narrow with pleasure. This is a day of celebration. Speaking of, whatever happened with Yamashita? Oh, he's out of the picture. A guy like that who uses cheap methods to get his way ends up with a guilty conscience. I'm not saying it's an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, but I say that I made things fair and square. Fair and square, huh? Neither of us used the cards in our back pockets. We left things to the judgment of the higher-ups. Yamashita had to accept their verdict. You don't have to worry about him. He's not going into the details, but if that's what Kunihiro says, I'm sure it's true. You know, it'd be really funny if he lied to me that he actually didn't get board member. Then it's all for nothing. Together with the relief I feel, there's an unavoidable reality being thrust before me. Kunihiro's reason for being married is no more. I guess this is the end of our married life. Oh, buzz buzz. Kunihiro's phone resting in the cup holder vibrates. I didn't mean to look at it, but I accidentally see the caller's name. It's a woman. Girl B, girl C. Excuse me, one sec. Kunihiro pulls over as usual and answers the phone. This time there's no hesitation in him. Hey, it's me. Of course, it's different for him now. He's virtually back to being single, and I would have liked to have one last celebratory. It's like I told you the other day, we can't see each other anymore. Without thinking, I look over at his face in profile. I need you to stop calling me. I explained why. Kunihiro looks over at me. Because I've met someone I'm serious about. Huh? Since when? Excuse me? Is he actually accepting that we're actually married? And that we're in a serious relationship? Yeah, see ya. He hangs up again with no qualms and immediately starts the car. My heart starts beating so fast. I try hard to remain calm, but my pulse ain't having it. What was that? Okay, but did he end things with girl A? Because me and girl A, we're gonna have beef, okay? So, he's met someone he's serious about? Meaning, is it me or is it girl A? You know, he has to choose. But, he should be choosing me, right? Because he married me. And this is the last story, I think, for this part 2. Anyways, all the dots, the awkward silence, just the light turns red and the car slows to a stop. There's a heavy silence between us. What he said a moment ago is playing on repeat in my mind because I've met someone I'm serious about. He said that while looking right at me. Dare I hope? Dare I pray? Dare, like, me and Spicy, like, we're holding on to dear life. Like, we want MC to be happy. He wouldn't let me tell him I love him. Clearly, I haven't learned my lesson. I'm going to get a proper rejection tonight, and I need closure. Listen, I get it, but let me finish my sentence this time. Kunihiro, suddenly my view is obstructed. Soft lips pressed against mine. Forgetting to close my eyes, what I see is Kunihiro's gaze. Shimmering with a glint. His lips, impressively sweet. Leave me unable to speak, I think! Oh my god! Chat, we did it! We did it! Ain't no way! Ain't no way! He better not be playing. I swear. I will crash the car. I sink back into my seat and give myself up to the heat of the moment. Suddenly, his body pulls away. I wish you'd let me say it first. I won't make you wait any longer. I promise. My mind can't keep up. I sit stunned and breathless as he starts driving again. I broke up with those women. Every single one of them. What? But that's... I had the conversation at hotel lounges so that I wouldn't be alone with them. That's what Yamashita's photographs were of. Kunihiro keeps his eyes on the road as he begins to explain. His voice calm and steady. I was aware I was attracted to you. Despite my intentions, I married you, not wanting there to be anything between us. I wanted an agreement, a straightforward competition. Then I started picking you up when you were working late at the office, taking you out when you needed cheering up, and it struck me. That's not like me. And I was stunned. I thought you'd regret the whole thing when you saw what I'm like in the morning and when you saw how ambitious I am. Then you said you were glad you married me. That's when I knew that I married someone truly rare. I tried to turn away from my feelings, to get interested in other women, and I just couldn't do it. Little moments like drinking coffee with you in the morning, or chatting in the living room at night, the occasional phone calls in the office, and that stuff got to be really important to me. It scared me. Scared you how? I was scared I wouldn't be able to part from you, from living like this. And so you thought we should split up? Split up? What? The divorce papers. Oh, that. He once again stops at a light. Kunihiro scratches his hair awkwardly, like he isn't used to opening up about his feelings. That wasn't accident. I mean, it was careless that I left it there, but I saw your signature and I figured that's what you wanted. No, wait, let me say this. I thought I'd free you. I thought it's the least I could do as your husband to make things up to you. But I couldn't do it. My calculations have never been so off in my life, and I couldn't understand my own heart. So, the light turns green. Kunihiro takes a deep breath and presses the accelerator. We'll finish this when we're home. Okay. My heart can barely take a second more of this waiting. Man tried being unfaithful in a temporary marriage, a true relationship speedrunner. Shut up, Alexia. Oh my god. And the mood is tense as the car races through the night. Oh my god. Sit there. Alright. We're back home and I sit on the couch I've come to know so well. This is it. We're having the conversation. What was that? Drip, drip. Kunihiro's making coffee, boiling water in a kettle, carefully grinding the beans. That is such husband material. Really? Kunihiro knows how to do that? Here. Okay. Thanks. That's good. Okay, yes, the coffee is good. Now what? Kunihiro takes leisurely sip of his own coffee, but neither of us moves to speak. We drink our coffees in silence. Oh my god! I'm gonna. Ah! What is happening here? Should I go first? Should he go first? Um. Whoa! Oh, Kunihiro lets out the world's heaviest sigh and covers his face with his hands. On top of that, he's roughly messes up his hair. Whoa, hey, what's going on? I don't know what I should do. What? Please, don't tell me he regrets saying those things in the car. It's embarrassing. Telling you I like you. What do you mean it's so embarrassing? It's so cute! So cute! I don't know how I'm supposed to act when I say it. Dude, you just said it. Now, I'm the one who doesn't know how to react. You know, you did kiss me. Saying I like you is harder than kissing you, obviously. Seriously? That's not the right order? Yeah, like, this guy is backwards, I swear. But then, we did things out of order from the start. That is true. Before we kissed, before we said I love you, we got married. It's not that I think we need to follow what's normal or commonplace, but I like to start filling in the gaps of things we've skipped. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go first. I sit up straight and look Kunihiro in the eye. Kunihiro, No, don't. Can we go back to him making coffee in a kettle instead of a French press? Like, come on. He reaches for my left hand, cutting me off. You're cutting me off again? It's getting really hard to tell you if you're bold or extremely shy. None of my theories apply when it comes to you. I just have to say it. Then say it! Say it, goddammit! Oh my god! He takes my left hand and brings me close. Kunihiro leans his head down and his soft lips press my ring finger. I love you. I'm gonna start crying. I told you that I couldn't choose one person to have a deep relationship with. But from the moment I chose you out of all the women in the world, you were special to me. I tried to give you up, but I've realized I don't want to lose you. Oh my god. Will you continue to be my wife? Yes. I remember such an emotional wreck. Hey look, it's 11:11. I choose you too, hero. Not because I want to escape the pressure of getting married or because I don't want to lose my freedom. I love Kunihiro and want to be with him now and always. Thank you. He whispers the words in a small voice and bestows my ring finger with the sweetest kiss. Even over my ring, I can feel the warmth of his mouth. I won't ever forget the way the diamond glitters in this moment. Not for as long as I live. God damn it. I love you too, Kunihiro. There. I finally said it. You're not drunk, are you? Hey, no, I'm not. So can I chalk this up to you being drunk when you signed it? Kunihiro takes something out of his pocket. the divorce papers I signed. He must have found it that morning and held onto it ever since. Hi, Cypher. Bad timing. Hope you're doing good. Better than I am. I really hope that for you. It's so late. And I'm crying. Okay, anyways. I tried to file this at the city clerk to release you, but I just couldn't do it. Mind if I tossed it now? Please do. Alright, let's toss it together. He crumples up the papers, then join hands with me. We toss it into the wastebasket. Shoot, we missed. Let's try again. Yeah, when I'm doing something like this, I can't stop until I've nailed it. We pick up the voice papers, go back to where we were the first time, and shoot. Missed again. Maybe it's too late to go that far. I'll make it into more of a ball. Kunihiro puts all of his attention into crumpling up the divorce papers. Third time's the charm. He gives me his hand, and we have to be totally in sync. Got it. 1, 2, toss, drop. Hey, we did it! That feels good. We throw our arms around each other like excited children. Right after, we look at each other and crack up. What are we doing? Our very first joint action is scraping the divorce papers. You know, I think you could search all over the world and you wouldn't find another married couple like us. Married couple, huh? That's what we are, right? Kunihiro is all smiles, yet the look in his eyes, which are fixed on me, is terribly serious. Should we go back a step and start dating? And there are lots of things I want to do with you. Lots of things we've never done. Such as go on a date. Sounds good to me. Aim assist, aimbot. Yes, Alexium. It is aim assist and aimbot. You know, we have to report report the devs. Also, welcome back from the ads. Oh my god, I'm so sorry that there was a crap ton of ads. Meet up somewhere. We'll have to leave the house at different times. Send each other our photos on Renine. No, you're good. It was funny right after I said cute cat pics. Oh, you like cats? I love cats. I want to get to know you really, really well. Alright, let's scrap that rule. Which rule? Instead of no interfering, we need to interfere like crazy. We'll share things, happy and sad. It's like the diamonds. I've fallen for the uniqueness. That is Lauren Reynolds. Oh, Kunihiro. He holds me close and steals a kiss. Actually, steal might be the wrong word. I saw it coming, and very quickly, we're deeply entangled. Apps. That look on your face, it's sex. See? I'm not doing anything. The fact that you're not doing it on purpose makes you even more powerful. I thought I was being suave. Instead, you're the suave one, and you don't even know it. As he says it, his fingers caress my cheek seductively. We're going to have a drink, but it doesn't look like we're going to get to that. I want you to be my sole focus for the evening. Oh my god! Oh my god! My eyes! Everyone cover your eyes! Our kisses quickly become more intoxicating than any liquor. But unlike that day 3 months ago, this is an intoxication from which I'll never wake up. Before I knew it, I've fallen in love with you. In fact, I don't think I realized just how much I love you. In a sense, expressing that feeling is more difficult than getting married. Now we kiss. It means more than a marriage certificate, more than a ring. It tells us, in no uncertain terms, that we care for one another and is the proof of our love. Oh my god! We did it, chats! We unlocked his POV.